Probably got to read the thing before you go to public.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you, former mayor. The public is allowed to speak on issues or items not scheduled for discussion on the agenda. Comments should be limited to issues and items germane to the business of the governing body. The commission will not discuss or debate these items, nor will the commission make decisions on items presented during this time. Members of the public will be limited to 3 minutes of comments. Okay. Now, anybody online? Looks like Jeffrey Hepler, maybe. Okay.
Hi, this is Chris Flowers. I was just thinking today about the new grocery store where Dillon's is moving over to 21st in Iowa. And I was just thinking, what's going to happen to that old building? And is there any kind of clause in that building's lease that a new grocery store can't go where the old Dillon's is at? Because I don't think there should be any kind of clause like that, because basically, I mean, when you all gave KU that tax break, they made it sound like a new grocery store would be opening up and like it'd be making food more accessible, but we're not gaining a new grocery store. It's just moving one. And I mean, if you're going to move a grocery store, what about the people that are within walking distance to the old one? Like I'm okay if they're going to move, but I don't want there to be any kind of, I think it's called a restrictive covenant. I don't know. I just kind of looked this up, but where there might be a clause that says, well, you can open a new business here, but it can't be a grocery store. So is there any way the city can pass something that says, well, you can't have a clause that says you can't open a grocery store? Just something to keep in mind, because I don't think Dillon's is going to want another store moving into that old building. I mean, I think they're moving it. I would guess they're moving into the new one to keep a new chain from coming into the area. So I'm just throwing that out there. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Are they open yet? Okay.
Jeffrey Hepler.
Thank you, Sherry. I hear you, Chris. We still have food deserts in Lawrence. And you've got me curious about what it is to open up the grocery store willy-nilly anywhere. I think the only thing I wanted to say was I wanted to push back, but not disagree on this idea of the lowest cost of ownership. The metaphor used on the car, a new car, and it's repaired, like having an old car and having to repair it again and again and again versus having a new car. I'm going to tell you, based on experience, as someone who has older vehicles and has also used newer vehicles and worked, it's a lot cheaper having an old car, yo. It's built on a better frame. They don't build it like they used to. It's cheaper to get parts. It's less complicated. I'm not saying this is a metaphor for the city. I just don't think it's a good metaphor for the city, I guess that's all I'm saying. Anyway, I appreciate y'all and your service. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful evening.
Jeffrey.
That's all the public comment there.
Okay, no other public comment, looks like. All right, the next item is K, and that is to move into executive session. Another one.
I move we recess an executive session for approximately 30 minutes to discuss a personnel matter involving a city employee pursuant to the non-elected personnel matter exception KSA 75-4319B1.
Second.
The justification for the executive session is to protect employee privacy. The City Commission will resume its regular meeting in the City Commission room at, 9:08 p.m. after the executive session is concluded.
You should not take a breath. Second.
Don't take a breath. That's a sec. Okay. A motion by Finkeldike, seconded by Larson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay, motion passes 5-0. We'll be back at 9:09 or so.